Hi, I want to share with you quickly just some of the work that I've been doing in the European session markets, and really we had the DAX and the Bund and maybe one or two other things that you could look at. But I've been working more with Trend Jumper recently, and as in my last video I was discussing the Australian dollar futures and the Euro futures, the 6A and the 6E. I wanted to expand that further and start to look at the FTSE futures, which is Z or Z in the in NinjaTrader, and the Brent crude futures, which is BRN. Now these two products have been working absolutely great, and I'll be looking to expand the trading into this in the European session, into these two products very, very soon. But I just wanted to show you that initially so you could have a look. Following on from the 6E, the Euro futures last week, this week was another good week, which is fantastic really, considering that we are moving into the Christmas break. Obviously the Fed was a big thing, so there was likely to be some kind of movement, no matter what. Today there was the one winner, power of quitting, one and done, which you can see this was this 50 EMA jump that I took and I trailed. So that one was done with. The only blight on this plan was yesterday, in which we were really very directionless, which isn't unusual after a big single directional move. I think I took a trade. So just to remind you, I take it from 8 AM GMT, which is 3 AM Eastern time, and I actually took this trade here. Now we can see that the EMA is pretty flat there, and maybe you might say, well, that's normally not something that you would necessarily take. However, what I've also been noticing is that there is a particular move that often happens at the beginning of the European cash open. So this is actually a different platform, but I was using it to look at the types of moves and make them a little bit more clear. We can see this indicator, which I've put on the Euro chart, is just an ATR trailing stop, and the green horizontal line, as you can see, is the European cash open. And it doesn't always happen, in fairness, but frequently we get very tradable moves close to or at the open of the European session. And so really that was the thinking behind looking to take a trade early on in the session, no matter whether it was a trade where the EMA was pretty flat or not. The idea is if the market becomes directional at a certain time, it's worth taking a shot on that. So after that, pretty much there were plenty of opportunities to get into trades, but no profitable trades, as the market was pretty much sideways, and eventually we just kind of drifted into nothing and the activity dried up. But nevertheless, the plan did do well on the week, and that is definitely the main thing. So finally, I would just say, remind you that if you want to be part of the mailing list, come into the trade room, which is run every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:45 GMT for a couple of hours. Let me know. I'll get you on the list and keep you up to date with the happenings in the EU trade plans and the EU room. And apart from that, thanks for watching and have a very happy Christmas.